Half-ton pickups still run the show. These trucks pull double duty better than anything else on the road. They'll haul lumber in the morning, swallow highway miles in the afternoon, and carry the family out to the lake on Saturday. The segment isn't crowded with nameplates, but the combinations you can spec are almost endless. Engines, trims, beds, cabs, fancy tech, bare bones work setups. You can shape these rigs into just about anything. So here's the plan. We are going straight into the world of 2026 half-ton trucks, taking a close look at what each one brings to the table and ranking them from worst to best. Some of these pickups have bright spots, some are absolute headaches, and a couple, they're so good, it's almost unfair. Join us as we explore the world of wheels. Subscribe now and buckle up for the adventure. Number 5. Chevy Silverado and GMC Sierra. There's no easier way to trip yourself up in truck shopping than grabbing the keys to a 2026 Silverado or Sierra. It hurts to say it, because these twins used to be solid middle ground picks. But the current generation is running through one of the roughest stretches General Motors has ever seen in the half-ton game. The trouble starts with the DFM system, GM cylinder deactivation strategy, which has been causing engine failures way too often. Reliability dropped to the point where owners stopped defending the trucks online, and that tells you something. People who swore by the bow tie or the GMC crest are now quietly jumping ship. The wild part is the company knows exactly how bad it's gotten. That's why the next generation set for 2027 is getting a clean sheet V8 and a pretty dramatic redesign. The prototypes are already being tested around Detroit, and they look like completely different trucks. So if you're still loyal to GM, and a lot of people are, just hold out one more year. The 2027 models might be the comeback story of the decade. The 2026 Silverado and Sierra though? Hard to recommend. Only if you're after an oil burner under the hood, since General Motors is the only one to exploit such a unit in the half-ton world. But it's just not enough. Number 4. Toyota Tundra. When Toyota launched the newest Tundra, excitement was sky high. Fresh frame, fresh suspension, fresh power plants. It was the first real overhaul in ages. But the big question was whether Toyota could keep the reputation it built on that old 5.7 V8. And that's where everything started to wobble. The twin-turbo V6 had a rocky start, and the recall count climbed past 100,000 units. Not great for a truck trying to fill the shoes of a legend. Rumors even started circulating about Toyota possibly walking back to the V8 just to calm the fanbase. That didn't happen, of course. Toyota stuck with the twin-turbo strategy, and for a while it looked like reliability was slowly settling in, until another round of recalls knocked the momentum flat again. Here's the thing, Toyota doesn't give up. They'll tighten every bolt and fastener until the truck earns trust again. But that rebound won't be finished in 2026. The Tundra isn't dealing with the same level of chaos GM is facing, and that's the only reason it isn't sitting in last place. Still, for now, it's a tough buy. Number 3. Nissan Titan. Funny how timing works. Nissan stepped away from the Titan because the truck was solid but thirsty and didn't stand a chance against stricter regulations or rapid-fire competition upgrades. It simply fell behind the curve, and the investment to catch up looked too steep. So, Nissan shut the lights off. Fast forward a few years, and the landscape changed again. Emissions standards loosened, buyers were begging for V8s, and Nissan realized they'd exited the segment right when demand was about to swing back their way. The result is, Titan is returning. The new model will run a twin-turbo V6 borrowed from the Armada, one of the smoother, better sorted 6 cylinders you'll find in the half-ton world. But Nissan didn't stop there. They're bringing back the 5.6 V8, the engine that gave the old Titan its character. With emissions pressure lifted, there's room for it again, and the Japanese truck maker is taking full advantage. That puts the 2026 Titan in a surprisingly sweet spot. No major issues hanging over it, no complicated transition period, and 2 engines that buyers actually want. It lands right in the middle, steady, proven, and ready. But the top 2 trucks, they're operating on another level. Number 2. Ram 1500. Stellantis didn't waste any time once new regulations opened the door again. They brought the Hemi V8 back the first moment they could, and that move alone re-energized the Ram lineup. It was the biggest truck story of 2025, hands down. And with the Hemi returning, durability chances only improved. Ram still offers the new inline-6 turbo, the Hurricane, and some buyers will prefer it over V8. It's smooth, quick, and pairs well with the truck's refined driving manners. That's the quiet superpower of the Ram 1500. You can tailor it to your personality. It can be a hard-working fleet rig, a weekend adventure machine, or a luxury vehicle that looks right at home rolling up to a black tie event, especially in the tungsten trim. And let's not skip the fun stuff. A new TRX is expected later in 2026, and the hype is already building. Ram knows its audience. It knows how to blend muscle, comfort, and real-world capability. It's an easy truck to recommend, just not quite the champion of 2026. Number 1. Ford F-150. Ford doesn't play the good enough game. The F-150 keeps pushing forward, keeps redefining what a half-ton should be, and the gap between it and anything else in the segment hasn't shrunk. Other brands are scrambling with engine strategies, ditching V8s, bringing them back, wrestling with reliability issues. Ford, on the other hand, gives buyers a full spread, a dependable V8 with zero plans for retirement, turbo V6 options that cover everything from daily duty to heavy towing, a hybrid system that's proven itself, cab and bed choices for basically every kind of use case. And then you get into the specialty models. Raptor for serious desert running. Raptor R for the kind of power numbers that sound like they belong in a supercar brochure. Yet the truck remains one of the most reliable and durable options on the market. Build it basic or build it wild, the core strength stays the same. That's why the 2026 F-150 continues its reign. Not because of nostalgia or sales history, but because it outperforms everyone else in the areas that matter most. It's the gold standard again in 2026, and the crown isn't slipping anytime soon. That's our list of the best new half-ton trucks of 2026, from the troublemakers to the heavy hitters. Do you agree with the ranking, or would you shuffle the lineup a bit? And more importantly, what's your go-to truck? Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss updates on the all-new Silverado arriving in 2027 and all other hot stories from the pickup world. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.